What's up, guys? It's me, Nigel, from Small Tire. So, I'm going to try a new style video, and if this goes good, I'll put it on YouTube. This one is going to be titled "How to Cut the Roof Off of Your Foxbody." So what we have here is our Foxbody that's currently under a makeover after the wreck, and as with any situation, whenever you go to fix it, you might as well make it better. So one of the things we are doing is installing this carbon fiber roof. It came from Where You At Race Cars, guys in Michigan. They said 2 weeks to get it, and I think the only composite piece we've ever gotten within the quoted time frame. But as you can see, the factory roof had a sunroof, which is pretty cool, but it's got to go. And what is it? Was it 18 pounds, John?
11.
It was 11 pounds. Okay, the sunroof is 11 pounds with the frame around it and everything. But so what we're doing now, we're cutting this roof off. We are not body guys or anything, so we're learning as we go. And but I don't know if there's a video or not on doing this, and if there is, it's probably better. But nonetheless, this will be something for people to just to reference if they decide they want to go race car with their Foxbody. One thing I want to point out to you guys, obviously, first is you got to remove all your windows. Obviously, we cut the windshield out, the side windows are out, and we just cut the rear window out. So all that stuff's got to be off. And then you see this line John has drawn right here. We're going to basically just start grinding the paint away. And from the factory, there was some kind of welded right there, right? Lead.
Yeah, they put the lead.
So they fill it with lead for the seam, and we're going to just grind that out. And then we got all these little rivets right here as well, or spot welds. All right, so here we go. I highly recommend wearing a mask when you do this because it smells terrible. But I didn't. That's pretty crazy. So now you can see here, we got some more spot welds back there, but it's pretty crazy to me. I know I'm probably going to seem a bit enamored by this, but I don't do body work, and the fact that they would do something like that is wild. So as you can see, now we have what we think are most of our spot welds exposed, and we're going to use this 1/8 inch drill bit, followed by, yeah, I got it in my pocket here, this spot weld remover, and we'll drill all these little guys out. If you'll notice on a Foxbody, when it comes to spot welds, there's absolutely no pattern at all. They're just everywhere, and they're usually sometimes stacked on top of each other, like over here, for example. So I just drill them off. guys, so we're going to do the same thing here. Get this thing hot, melt the lead out, and then scrape it out. And hopefully not mess a bunch of crap up in the process, since we got a bunch of wiring over here. So you guys can see, that's where they basically bond the pieces together with lead from the factory. Apparently this was a common thing back in the day. I didn't know that, but then again, I don't do body work or research it. This is where we drilled the spot welds out of the back one. You can see we got them all along the roof line here. I need to go through, drill all those, the pilot hole started, and on those as well. But I mean, so far real time, we're about 36 minutes into this and making pretty good progress. But it's always easy to tear something apart, especially when we don't have to preserve the roof. As you can see, this is a tedious process, but it's getting there nonetheless. I'll kind of show you where we're at so far. About an hour and a half into this. What's that?
Got one more over here.
Yeah, I know. But you can see, got all this loose here, all this drilled out. You gotta pop these all up, and then we gotta melt this last corner out up here. Oh, and I gotta hustle that fella. So, yep, but it's getting there.
Some glue right here, Bill.
Oh. And 1 second, maybe that's something over here. I'm thinking about that. That's pretty good.
I'll say it being 22 pounds.
$169.6. There you go.
You said about 17.
Yeah, 17.2.
Good.
Alright guys, I had to switch to my cell phone since my other camera is still uploading files. But so that's 17 pounds right there. If you include the sunroof, which is 11 pounds, that's up to 28 pounds. Now let me take this over here and show you all this extra crap. Obviously we have the headliner itself, and then we have all this extra stuff that's there for cars that don't have awesome roll cages. So I'd say there's a decent amount of weight here in the roof if you're looking to get hardcore. And really it's not a terrible job. It's just tedious, just on the same thing over and over. But and if you catch them on Black Friday, they aren't that expensive. Well, as expensive, they're still expensive. Alright guys, I got my good camera back. So check it out, here is what we have. So really, it's not that bad. It's just kind of time consuming. I think we ended up having a little over 2 hours and some change in it. Which, for something we've never done before, can't really be mad at that. Still got to do some cleaning up and prepping and everything, some trimming, etc. But yeah, it looks pretty cool though, top off. So right now it looks like the factory roof. Was it 17 pounds? I can't remember anything. So it's about, we'll say probably a 12-pound difference between the factory roof, the factory sunroof roof, and the carbon fiber roof. So that's 12 pounds there, and then we lost another 11 pounds there, so that gives us 23. And then the headliner there was 3 pounds. So that's 26 pounds from the roof plus whatever miscellaneous crap we can get out of up here. So that's a pretty good gain. Obviously, this stuff requires some pretty extensive body work to get back together. So just be prepared. It's not like a carbon hood or trunk, which they usually don't fit with the crap either. But that you can just expect to throw on and go on your way. This is a pretty involved procedure, so if you can't do body work, then we don't do body work, but we're going through for this thing. But if you can't do body work, make sure you factor that into the cost of doing it. But if you're doing this by yourself for the first time, I would, as long as you have all the appropriate tools, I'd say probably looking at 4 or 5 hours. And there's people out there who can do it fast, I'm sure. I mean, it's the internet. There's probably some out there who can do it in 10 minutes. That's just how it works. But we used a spot weld remover from Amazon and just an 1/8 inch drill bit for all our pilot holes, and of course a torch to melt the lead out. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe.